Evening, welcome to the Rams Review, live from Pride Park Stadium. Owen Bradley with former Derby captain Sean Barker alongside, here to bring you some reaction to a goalless draw tonight between the Rams and Oxford United. A largely uneventful game, truth be told. Derby the better side in the opening exchanges, although Jakob Vidal-Zederstrom had one good save to make first half. But Derby not able to create much and not capitalise on anything. A point takes them out of the relegation zone, but maybe only for 24 hours. Yeah, we'll show you all the results from tonight, the fixtures tomorrow and the table. Before we go, start with a word or two from Barks before we get some reaction from downstairs. What do you make of it tonight?
Quite a cagey game. We saw us have a little bit of grit and determination to try and get into the game. I thought in terms of competing in duels, we were pretty good. Defensively looked solid. Langas again was outstanding, along with Clark and Phillips at the heart of the defence. We just lacked that little bit of quality going forward. It feels quite similar in terms of when we talk about these games. We probably had more half chances, got in better positions, but we lacked that real bit of creativity, a little bit of spark, a little bit of quality. And the concern is who's going to get us the goals from now until the end of the season. I pointed out beforehand about clean sheets. We've got one. That starts hopefully a little bit of momentum defensively, but we're lacking that little bit of quality. And for me, sometimes it's just playing between the lines. We didn't do that very often, and I think it was there to take on this evening. So there's a little bit of disappointment in it because of the game, because of the size and the magnitude of it, and because we're so desperate to get a win here at Pride Park. Well fought point, but unfortunately we would have liked to have gone with more.
No win in 10 now for Derby in all competitions. The Rams led once again tonight by first team coach Matt Hamshaw.
To be honest, at the minute we're trying to zip things through, and I think players didn't take enough risk on the ball, and then it gets a little bit edgy, and then I think the players felt that a little bit. However, they have to be better than that really, and I've just kind of thanked them for their efforts in there, but I just think moving forward we have to play much better than that.
Is that what you get with a team that is on the run that they are, just lacking that bit of belief, bit of confidence?
I don't know, because I thought there were a lot of positives Saturday, and obviously I thought we could play well, we played some good football on Saturday and tonight. Listen, it were in isolation, but there were one or two patches where we did okay, but I never thought we sustained anything. I never thought we really ended winning off. So I know I sound downbeat, but I'm just frustrated with performance. One
positive, first clean sheet in a while.
Yeah, that's a positive, but I thought neither team looked a threat, if I'm going to be brutally honest. I thought both teams probably lacked that little bit of energy and efficiency to play forward quicker. And then we kind of went away from some of the things that we've been working on, which is obviously disappointing, but I'll say when it comes down to the end of the season, that could be an important point. So that's the positive coming out of it, but the negative is we've got to be better than that.
I know you were asked about him on Saturday. Sondre Langas made his Derby home debut tonight. He looks as though he's fitted right in.
Yeah, he's top draw. I'll put on record Saturday, I said it, I'll say it again tonight, he's going to be a big player for this football club moving forward, and players like that should be playing at this football club. I think you saw his tenacity, and obviously I played him other side because of their threat tonight, and he just gets no qualms. He's just all about football. He's a great character, but more importantly, he's a top player.
You go again Friday. You're not really getting any time to put plans into action, are you?
No, this is the league though. So again, it's another opportunity. Obviously, we had to freshen it up in a couple of areas because of certain things tonight, and that is what it is. So yeah, we go again. We'll refresh. We'll recharge, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
Matt Hamshaw there. Yes, Derby back at it on Friday night. We'll see whether he's in charge for that one or not. Sean Barker, but back to tonight. Derby winning the XG battle, if people care about the statistic. I know some people put more stock in it than others. But nothing too clear-cut for Derby tonight in terms of what they created, no?
No. And again, that goes back to that little bit of quality. If you're getting into that final third, which we did that little bit more, if we're getting in a position to create a chance, we need to do that little bit more with it. And you're at home. You've got to get shots off. You've got to test the goalkeeper. You've got to stretch the back line. You've got to do all the things that get the crowd on the feet. And we had, I'd say, probably 5-10 minutes just after we made a couple of substitutions where Salverson nearly got the end of a couple of crosses into the box. He had the shot where the keeper made a save when he made a header from a corner. But in open play, we just have to have a little bit more about him. And Hammy says there, we need to be a bit braver. We need to have the confidence. Here at Pride Park, there's no reason not to. You've got 25, 30,000 supporting you. You've had a good run of form here until recently. You know that you can put on a performance against some very good teams in this division. So when you're playing against an Oxford that are in decent form, but in the first 45 minutes, they didn't really threaten bar that long-range shot. So we need to see a little bit more. I want to see players get on the ball and demand it and find the little pockets and drive at players. And it just, whether it's just the moment at the football club, whether it's the fact that you haven't won for so many and you're just worried about doing the right things rather than being that little bit more selfish or a little bit more creative or confident with your in-possession stuff, it just needs to be better and we need to get a few goals from somewhere.
You mentioned it there, Oxford's only shot on target was that Sarike Dembele shot in the first half that was well saved by Jakob Vidal-Zederstrom. Is the clean sheet the biggest positive for Derby tonight?
Yeah, and we're at the bottom three. I know it might be short-lived, but it gives you a little taste to say, well, we're looking at the teams at the league tables tonight, and you're not in there. It makes a big difference. So, yes, the clean sheet's massive. You have to get clean sheets from now until the end of the season. You have to have that little bit of desire as a back on the back line and as a goalkeeper to say, yes, we've done our bit. It's up to you guys now to go and get us goals. And Oxford threatened very little in the first 45 minutes. It actually opened up for 10-15 minutes late on in the second half where on another day maybe we could have been punished. But it feels like I've said the same things for long periods now. We've created enough opportunities rather than clear-cut chances. We've not conceded too many chances against us, but ultimately not coming away with a win. So those little details about it, the in-possession stuff, the quality in the final third needs to improve, and it has to quickly.
Let's get some more reaction from downstairs and get Callum Elder's assessment of tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough battle. We knew coming off the back of the Norwich game we had something to build on. I thought we started the game well. We competed really well. I thought defensively we looked really assured. If we're being really critical, probably lacked a bit of quality in the final third. In saying that, we did create some good chances in the second half, to take the lead. But it's another result that we can build on, and we move to Friday hoping to get another positive result. And
the first clean sheet in a while as well. You must be really pleased with that.
Yeah, important. We've got new lads coming into the back line, so relationships are being formed between them. I thought the back three were very confident and assured in our defence. And like I said, it's something we can build on. I thought Lange had a great game. Great to see him out in front of a home crowd. But like I said, we need to build on a bit more quality in that final third as we sort of move through the lines as we progress our play.
You mentioned Sondre Langas. How impressed have you been with how comfortable he looks so quickly?
Yeah, really good. He's hit the ground running, confident lad. He's gelled, him and Lars, new environment for them to come into. They've both done really well and, great additions to the squad.
And we know lots has happened last few days. How happy are you with the way that dressing room is pulled together?
Yeah, we've always stuck together. You've seen from last season, it's important in good and bad times that you stick together as a group because no matter what the outside noise is about things that are happening at the club at the minute, ultimately it's down to the players to produce performances and results to get this football club out of the position that we're in at the minute. So, 2 points in 2 games. Obviously, we were looking for 3 points tonight, but it's certainly something we can build on as we move forward.
That's Callum Elder. Only the 5 games in the Championship tonight. Big win for Coventry. Maybe their playoff push is alive. And for Portsmouth, who got the better of Cardiff in the game toward the bottom of the table. Stoke, Hull, Luton, Plymouth all play tomorrow night. Here's the table for now, though. Leeds United extending their lead at the top, although as you can see, everybody else with games in hand now. There's Coventry sneaking up to 8th in the table and just a point outside the top 6. At the other end, Derby do move out of the relegation zone tonight, although the teams below them, all 3, have 2 games in hand on the Rams now. Portsmouth have opened up a 4-point gap between themselves and Derby. So that table could look very different by the time we join you again on Friday night. And we'll be back for that trip to Queen's Park Rangers. If you want more reaction to tonight's game, it'll be on the website, dcfc.co.uk, from myself and Barks. Goodbye for now.